How depressing is this UK weather, by the way? If there's one quote to sum up how I'm feeling about this UK weather, it is Jimmy Bullard, I'm a celebrity. I knew I could do it. Now get me out of this shithole. So, as you can tell by the title of this video, we are doing a full day of eating today. So today is a rest day for me. However, I do still tend to eat a similar, if not the same amount of calories as I would do on a training day. I know some people prefer to go lower calories on a rest day, higher on a training day, but for me, I prefer to just keep it consistent, more for the routine and then also the recovery as well. I think it's good to still consume the same amount of calories, even if you're not training, from a recovery capability perspective. Well, that was quite a mouthful, that. That's what she said. I'm going to try and talk and make this at the same time, but I don't know how it's going to go. Oh my God, these smell amazing. So these are salted caramel and chocolate hot cross buns that I'm having for breakfast today. And honestly, if you could, I don't know if I can get these out with one hand, but these smell absolutely fantastic. So yeah, for me at the minute, breakfast wise, I mean, I'm having quite a late breakfast today. I mean, it's just gone 10:30. But again, I prefer to have my breakfast a little bit later on a rest day, just because I've been doing some jobs this morning, like online check-ins and bits and bobs for the clothing brand. So hence why I'm having this a little bit late. But yeah, at the minute I'm kind of rotating between hot cross buns, crumpets, all these breakfast muffins. So I've gone with these today only because they're out of date today, so they need eating up. And then all I'll do is I'll put a little bit of jam and a smidge of squirty peanut butter on each one of these. So I'll have this, and then I'll have a Nature Valley oats bar as well. So as you can see, like, breakfast is predominantly carbohydrate based. I used to have like a protein shake with this meal, but one, I've run out of protein powder and I just haven't bought them on for a while. I've kind of gone off it a little bit, so I keep this meal one predominantly carbs based, just because normally I would kind of have this meal, then another meal, then train, but obviously it's a rest day, so I'm not training. So, but I just like having that structure still. So I haven't worked out what the calories are yet, but I'll work them all out and I'll put them somewhere on the screen now for this meal one. And then, yeah, we'll crack on with the rest of the day. Do you ever get that feeling when you've been looking at a computer screen for so long that your eyes are just going square? Because that is me right now. I've literally been looking at my laptop since I stopped recording from meal one. I've been doing so much stuff, so that is why I'm still in the same clothes and haven't got changed yet. So don't judge me. So yeah, we're here for meal two. I'm going to try and turn this on without blowing the house up, so bear with. That one. Never do it first time. So you're not faffing around for ages waiting for the water to boil. Boil it first in the kettle to not boiling, but so I've just boiled it to like 70-80 degrees, because this kettle that I've got allows me to dictate the temperature that I set it to. So if you haven't got a fancy kettle like this, just time it and take it off before it gets to 100. So then that way you're not waiting around for ages for the water to boil. And then yeah, we're going to have, so with this meal I pretty much always go some sort of meat. So I've got salmon and chicken here. I'm going to have the salmon first, and then we're going to have these chicken and chorizo pasta parcels. Now again, if I was at work right now, I would just have rice instead of the pasta, just because it's easier to cook and you just bang it in the microwave, and we've only got a microwave at work. So let's get this right. We are not allowed a toaster at Pure Gym. This is Pure Gym's stupid logic. We're not allowed a Pure Gym at toaster because... Wait, did I just say we're not allowed a Pure Gym at toaster? I think I did. We are not allowed a toaster at Pure Gym because it is deemed a fire hazard. Yet we are allowed a microwave, which is also a fire hazard, and a couple of years ago, someone actually blew the microwave up. So technically that has caught fire, but we're not allowed a toaster because, I don't know, it just seems very backwards to me. So yeah, salmon, pasta, and then I'll put some like baby leaf salad in and amongst all this, and then I will sprinkle a little bit of cheese on top. So like I did with the first meal, I will put all the calories on screen. I would imagine off the top of my head, calories are fairly high. I mean, there's quite a bit of fat in the salmon. I'm having the whole packet of this. Half a pack is nearly 400, so yeah, so that's 800 calories there. Yeah, so this will easily be over 1,000 calories for this meal. So I was thinking, what could I put in this video to kind of like break up the clips a little bit? And I was thinking, I'm going to go through my like skincare products. Now, obviously, I'm no skin product connoisseur by any means, but I feel like I take pride in obviously looking good, smelling good, and I do spend quite a lot of money on these sort of products. So I figured I would go over what I use. And in the past, I've had really awful, terrible skin, and what I'm doing at the minute works pretty well for me. So I thought I'd go through that. So yeah, basically what I'll do is I'll dive in the shower, and then I've only just recently came across this. So it's a brand called Dial, and it's basically an antibacterial soap bar. So like an old school bar of soap. So what I would do with this is I would use my scrubber. You can get this one I got from Manscaped. Don't be that guy that just rubs it in on their hands or just rubs it on their body. Like I was once that guy. So get yourself a good quality scrubber. It acts as like an exfoliator as well. So I'll use this first all over my body. Then I'll swap to the minute I'm using the tropical coconut and shea butter. I think that's how you say that, shea butter. So obviously that's got a very good sort of coconut fragrance to it. I will then also, while I'm in the shower, use this. So I use a Bulldog face wash. It's got aloe vera in it. I'll use that every day. And then I've also got a coconut scrub, facial scrub, which is like an exfoliator again. So I'll use that maybe 2-3 times a week. Again, you'll notice I'm trying to keep the scents consistent with the coconut shower gel and the coconut face scrub. And then once I'm out of the shower, coconut butter body lotion. So I'll put this pretty much everywhere. So this is the scented one. I normally, if I've got like a fresh tattoo, I'll only use an unscented one, but as long as the tattoos are healed, I'll go with the scented one. I've only recently started using this, but again, when you use this plus the other 2 coconut products, it makes you smelling amazing like all day. So I'll use that for body, and then I will use this, what I'm putting on right now, just a normal moisturizer. This one's from Man's Tough. So it's not an overly expensive one, but it does the job for moisturising your face. And then obviously throughout the week as well, I will use my Manscaped products. So I've got my Lawnmower 4.0, which is like a full body trimmer. That's really good for like my tattoos as well, especially on my legs. I feel like when the hair starts coming back on my legs, the tattoos don't stand out and look anywhere near as good. So that's really good for that. So I've got a separate one for like body hair and then facial hair, plus then the Manscaped products that they give you as well, like the sprays and the cream. Again, they all smell very similar, but they all smell really nice. So, and then for me at the minute, my go-to deodorants, both are L'Oreal. This Invisible Sport one, the yellow one, the smell on this is amazing. However, sometimes, especially if I've been training in something, you get like patches under your arms, like white patches. So that's the only negative about this one, because the smell is amazing. But this one, the extra XXL size one, Thermic Resist, this one is really good. Doesn't smell as nice in my opinion, but very good. You don't really get patches with it, and it does keep you smelling nice all day round. And then my go-to aftershave at the minute is Moschino Toy Boy. So this one, it's very fruity, this, and it's kind of a little bit like feminine as well. But if you like the fruitier, more feminine fragrances, like this is really good. And I get a lot of compliments about how nice I smell when I wear this. So this is like my day in, day out one. And then my other one that I'm using at the minute is Gucci Guilty. But I'll be honest, when I first bought this, obviously they get you to smell it on the tester thing. It did smell amazing, but upon then wearing it a couple of times, I've kind of thought, oh, actually it's not as good as what it is. But it's good if you prefer more of a like casual, less feminine, less fruity fragrance. So, but for me, I always go with the Moschino Toy Boy.
I've moved locations.
That's alright. Right, we'll try again because I did just record this, what was it, about 5 minutes?
Yeah.
To play it back to realise I've not turned this microphone on. So, yeah, so we had just chat shit for like 5 minutes, but here we are again. So yeah, it is 7:15. I'm going to have my next meal now, and then I'll probably have some sort of like a snack later on, like 9ish, just after 9, and that'll be my last thing. So within this meal, chicken, katsu curry rice, and 2 squares bars. What's your favourite squares bar? Not like I've asked you this already in the last clip.
What a hard question. No, yeah, chocolate and caramel, 100%. Simple girl.
It's actually caramel and chocolate.
Oh, it's not that one then.
And then yeah, I thought this was called baby leaf salad, but it's called butterhead salad.
And if you're from the north, it's called headbutt salad.
Why is it tender sweet, red and green butterhead blended? And then I'm not going to have these with this meal, but I did have 2 of these earlier. So I will include the calories of this and the rest of it like I have done for all the other stuff. Yeah, so this katsu curry jasmine rice is my favourite at the minute. I can't really just go back to plain now. I used to get the teriyaki one, but for some reason every single supermarket has stopped doing it, even though it was like the best one. So you said you never tried that one, right? No. Yeah, that was the best one in my opinion. I can't quite remember, like, it's been that long since I had it, I can't remember what the taste was like, but I know it was quite good. I don't do well with spice, do I?
No.
Spicy food, so I've only just branched out to peri peri chips at Nando's. More out of peer pressure because everyone was taking a piss. So yeah, that's what this meal is going to be. Again, I'll put the calories somewhere on screen, and then I'm trying to think what I've got in. I'll probably have some sort of like yogurt and granola as like a snack for my last meal at 9, and then I can tally everything up and see what it's come to. I don't actually know. I ain't tracked my food for a long while. I've just kind of been. I know probably roughly what I'm eating, but I haven't tracked it like I have today for a long while. So I'm kind of intrigued to see what it is, because this is stuff that I would eat on a regular basis anyway. So give me an idea of what I am eating roughly. Okay, so last meal, although I don't really call this one a meal, it's more of a macro filler, if anything, I'd say, because I'll be honest, I could quite easily not eat this. I don't particularly always feel hungry for it, especially today, because I've took this rest day very, very serious, and I've literally done nothing. So yeah, we've got Onken mango papaya passion fruit yogurt. Again, this is the best one in my opinion. So we'll probably have about 150-200 grams of that. Crunchy nut granola. Again, I'll probably have around sort of 85 grams of that, potentially 85 to 100. And then small handful of blueberries, so like 40-50 grams, and then I'll just put a little smidge of honey on top. So again, predominantly carb based meal. And I have in the past put like a scoop of protein powder in amongst all this as well. It can mix quite well with the yogurt, especially the Perform whey that I've always used. That mixes very well with yogurt, so you could add that in if you wanted to bump up a little bit more protein. But I think for me at the minute, I'm opting for a lot more carbohydrates than protein. I know my protein is a little bit, or has been a little bit on the low side recently, but I'm okay with that because I'm wanting the carbohydrates more so to fuel my sessions. So that is why this meal is what it is. Stunning.
Stunning.
So I've literally just adjusted this strap, the right one, and I still can't get my feet in it. Okay, so we are at the gym in for today's session. So it is Tuesday today, and today's session consists of, so it's a mixed model 8-minute effort. So basically we do 8 minutes on, 2 minutes off, and we're going to repeat that 4 times. So what we've got to try and get done within the 8 minutes is, so first 3 minutes is a 3-minute max distance run, and then we're into sled pull at race weight for 15 meters, which is just over 100 kg in weight, which is basically one length of the track at Pure Gym where we're at. 10 ground to overhead with 2 10 kg dumbbells. It's a lot of numbers in that one. 20 calorie row, and then wall balls for time. So the goal within each 8 minutes is to complete the round, plus then have a bit of time left over to then complete as many wall balls as possible. So we'll do that for 8 minutes, 2 minutes on, 2 minutes off, sorry, and then back to the beginning again. So again, we're trying to keep the same intensity up each round if we can. So I will, because I'm not as fussed about doing everything for time within this session. Obviously the last YouTube video I did, I just filmed me warming up and then nothing else. So I will try and get some clips today of us doing the actual session.
That was very well spoken.
I'm getting better at it, I think. So I was editing this video last night and I realised that I haven't actually tallied everything up yet. So the total calories for the day were 3,611, consisting of 134 protein, 507 carb, and 112 grams of fat. Now, like I said earlier on, I've not tracked my food religiously for quite some time now, just purely because, like, roughly I do know what I am eating. So that doesn't come as a surprise to me that it was 3,600, because I know roughly what I can be eating to hit between sort of 3,600 and then 4,000. Obviously how them calories are broken down, 112 grams of fat for me is quite high. So I would probably look at trying to decrease that fat intake slightly, maybe down to sort of like 85, 90, and then using that additional calories that I've made up from reducing the fats into bumping the protein up. I think 507 grams of carbs is more than enough for me at the minute. So yeah, it's just a case of a little bit more protein and a little bit less fats. So that's why tracking is so good. And even if you don't do it religiously, day in, day out, I do feel like you should spend a portion of time tracking religiously, like I did, just to help give you that better understanding of how much protein you're eating, carbs, fats, like just for your own understanding then. So yeah, I hope you found that video useful, guys. Any questions, just drop them in the comments below and I'll be more than happy to answer them. Please drop the video a like if you did find it useful. If you're new around here, don't forget to subscribe to the channel, as we're trying to hit 1,000 subs this year. So that would be massively appreciated. And yeah, I will see you next time.